know you're somewhere.
Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel. My name is Kim. Today, Virgo, you guys got Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter in reverse. I think there's something here. Like you don't want to clear it out right now. You're like waiting. This could be, yeah, I mean, honestly, this is like a very green card. It's associated with the heart chakra. And then we have the ring out here with the Ace of Wands and the star. So 7-7. There's something here that we're going to have to confirm like by pulling more cards, but I kind of feel like there's something here that you don't want to clear out. And for some of you, this is just like a negative thinking pattern, like a negative way of being, like thinking that you can't have the star, thinking that you can't have that relationship that you've dreamed of. And we all, you know, at some point in our lives have limited ourselves by our negative beliefs, right? And our down, like our low vibes. So, you know, that's something that's happened to all of us where, you know, we kind of look back at a time and we're like, damn, I wish I would have done that, but I was too afraid. I'm thinking about that right now. Like, my sister wanted me to jump off this cliff one time, to jump into this like lake or this river or whatever. And I didn't do it. And like to this day, I'm like, damn, I just should have done it. You know what I mean? But I was petrified. So again, like that's a small thing that you can look back at and be like, oh my God, damn, I wish I would have done that. But for you guys, I'm hoping that like when it comes to relationships, you're not limiting yourselves to what you could have, okay? Now, I want to know what this clutter is because I feel like there's something here that you're holding on to or something that you're waiting for. Again, this could be a person. Let's pull more though. So Virgo, you have like 3 masculines out here. I don't know if you're dealing with 3 people. We have the King of Earth at the bottom of the deck. We have the King of Water, and then we have the King of Fire. So again, I could be talking to a masculine, or I could be talking to a feminine. But I think we're just dealing with like, what's it called? Emperor energy versus Empress energy, right? Definitely Emperor because we have these 3 kings out here. Somebody could be thinking about an engagement or a proposal. I kind of think this is more of like long-term, what do I want? Like long-term, somebody's thinking like long-term, what do I want? And I feel like I'm here to tell you something else, Virgo, which is like, don't compromise your desires for anybody, okay? Like do not compromise. Let's just say you really want to get married and somebody doesn't. Don't compromise your desire for something because someone else doesn't want what you want. You can find somebody that does want exactly what you want, okay? Let's just say you want to date and this person does not. This person wants to be in an open relationship. Same concept. Like if you want, whatever you want, they're saying you can have. So don't limit yourself. Don't compromise, okay? Masculine or feminine, it does not matter. Like the energy is the same. Don't compromise for anybody here. We have so many like people here and not enough cards to actually like see what's going on, but I kind of do feel like there is this stalling. There is somebody waiting here with clear out the clutter. Like I think somebody with the 10 here, something might have ended, but somebody's like, no, I kind of want to see what happens. I kind of want to wait and see what they do. With healing in reverse, it's like I want to see if we can heal this situation. I want to see if we can work this out because I have a lot of emotions for this person. I have a lot of feelings for this person. I don't want to just like let them go. We have the Hero here. Yeah, with faith. You see what I'm saying? It's like, I have faith in this person. I have faith and I believe that like things can work out. Yeah, because somebody truly desires this person. I need to figure out if I'm dealing with a feminine or a masculine right now. Let's pull more, but that's kind of the gist of this read. I feel like somebody's like kind of waiting around to heal something with somebody else. I don't know if that's necessarily a good idea. So let's pull more and see if this is like worth waiting for, honestly, Virgo. Okay. So I feel like I'm speaking to a feminine. okay? Guilt just popped out, and I'm not sure who this belongs to. It just flew out. So we're going to leave that there because I definitely feel like someone's feeling guilty about something. But let's keep, I'll figure that out in a second. Let's just pull on what I pulled already. So for the feminine, you are coming up as a true pair to this person. But again, I just see Emperor, Empress energy here. So you guys are definitely a true pair, but you guys are coming up as a true pair as King and Queen of Wands. So when you guys come up as a true pair of King and Queen of Wands with the Ace of Wands here, it tells me like this relationship could have started off very like fun and passionately, not anything serious, maybe something that was like more of like, let's just see what happens, let's just see how it goes, let's just see like, you know, what's in store for us, like let's just have fun, you know what I mean? But I think obviously like things have changed between you and this person. The dynamic has changed in terms of, I feel like somebody may be wanting a little bit more. So I think the feminine is the one though that might be waiting a little bit for this masculine, because I feel like this feminine, you see like they want a family. This is the person that wants like a higher level of commitment. I feel like it's this feminine. And I feel like they know that this masculine and them have like a really good chance of working together to achieve the same goal. So I feel like it's more of like, does this masculine want the same things that I want? If it's not like a family, then maybe it's just the feminine wanting a higher level of commitment. But I kind of get it's more of like, it's more serious than that. It's more serious than just like, do you want to date? It's like, do you want to date to lead to something more serious? Do you want to date to lead to like marriage, right? Because family room is here. And I think this feminine is sitting here in despair with a 5 because, yeah, I think something happened between them and this masculine. You see here we have Thunderbolt. Like something happened here. Maybe a tower moment happened. We're going to pull more to see what happened. But something happened between the masculine and the feminine here that's left this feminine in the despair. And with the miser, it's like this feminine. The feminine is the one that does not want to let go of this masculine. See, it's like somebody doesn't want to let go. Clear the clutter. Like they don't want to let go of this person. And with the miser, you can see all this green energy again. So I feel like the feminine feels highly like, no, I think this, like I feel tied to this person. I have a lot of love for this person. Like heart chakra keeps coming up. Like this person has awakened something in my heart. Like I this is like that person that I want. And with new vision, it's like, do I have to, like I don't want to compromise, but do I have to change my person? Like, is this person going to come with me or not? By the looks of things with the Thunderbolt and despair, it kind of seems like this masculine didn't want to come with this feminine on this, like, you know, new adventure towards like a higher level of commitment. It seems like this masculine might have like kind of like dipped, to be honest. So it's sad here because I see like the feminine is still thinking like and still praying that this masculine can get their shit together with faith and the emotions. It's like, I really hope this person can get it together. Now I pulled on the masculine. It's interesting because I feel like we're not dealing with the shady people here. We're not. Like, the feminine's coming up upright, the masculine's coming up upright. The masculine's coming up as King of Cups, King of Fire, King of Pentacles. Do you know what I'm saying? The Hero card is out here, which is telling me that this person could be trying to protect themselves. And that could be why they like ran away. That could be why they're like not around right now. Like, I definitely feels like something happened here, where this feminine kind of was shocked and surprised by this masculine. And I think this masculine might have ghosted them. This masculine might have like disappeared. And I feel like this feminine, I feel like they're just very attached to this masculine. Like they think this person could be the one, but this masculine is sitting with this masculine trying to protect themselves. I think it's interesting because they're not in reverse. So it kind of tells me like this person doesn't want to be toxic, but they have to figure out their priorities, right? So you can see the cards that came out for this masculine. Wealthy man with the journey, with the pathway, which is telling me that, again, this masculine understands that, like, they understand what this feminine wants. They understand what the feminine is desiring. They understand, like, where this is going to lead to. And I feel like they're the ones that could be guilty right now. Because they're the ones, I don't think the feminine is, I don't think the feminine is like, oh my God, I wish I would have never said anything about a higher level of commitment, or oh man, I wish I would have never said anything about being serious. Like, no, I think the feminine is very firm. Like, I know what I want. This is what I want. Do you want the same things as me? Like, if that conversation came up, I don't think there's any regret or guilt on the feminine side of, like, you know, bringing up what they want. And with new vision, it kind of tells me, like, the feminine is on the verge of, like, saying, well, like, I guess I'm going to have to find somebody new to, like, have this vision with. I guess I'm going to have to find someone new to, you know, have this dream with, because this person, I feel like this masculine and the feminine are not speaking. With the pathway, it's like this person knows, like, if they take this pathway, they're going to be set onto a different path. So they're deciding. Also, with the pathway, it takes years for somebody to come this way. So again, I don't think anyone should be waiting, but maybe it's been a long time coming. Like, this person has really thought about, like, higher level of commitments or getting married or having kids, and, like, maybe it's just been a long time coming. And the masculine's like, okay, this might be my chance. You see with distant horizons, great fortune and high honor. High honor. See, I don't think this person is a bad person. I don't think they're, like, karmic or anything. I think they know that this is a good opportunity, but I think they have to decide first if this is something that they want. So that's what I'm getting for this masculine. You can see awareness. You see they're aware. They're aware of what's going on. They just don't know what to do. See, adventure, abundance. I feel like this is a great person. And with totality, I feel like they're the type of person that's like, if I'm going to give to a situation, I'm going to give it all. So I'm not going to be half in, half out. So I feel like that's exactly what's going on with this masculine. Like, they feel guilty because they're not sure if they're going to be 100% in or out right now. And I think that's why the feminine here is like, I don't know if I should clean out the clutter, because I don't know what this person's thinking. And this person's like, I don't know what to do because I don't know if I'm ready for this. With totality, it's like, I'm not going to be half in or half out. I'm going to be all the way in. Rebirth. I think this masculine is going to go, okay, like, I don't want to, like, ruin it. We're going to have to pull more. But I do see with the cards coming up that this masculine could have a rebirth, and this masculine could have some sort of change, which allows them to kind of go towards this feminine in a new direction. Right now, like, that's what I feel like is happening. The feminine and this masculine were together. The feminine might have mentioned some sort of higher level of commitment, some sort of marriage, some sort of, you know, something on that track. And I think the masculine kind of freaked out and was like, I need space, I need time. Because with totality, it's like, I need to be 100% in, and I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, I'm not sure. So are these two going to heal this? That's what I want to know. Because I definitely feel like the feminine knows exactly what she wants. It's the masculine that's, like, not sure. So let's pull on this masculine. I mean, let's pull on, like, what's going to happen between these two. Because, again, if the feminine feels like this masculine's not moving, I feel like the feminine's on the verge of just being like, okay, forget it. This didn't work out. This is done. Like, I'm going to have to meet somebody new. I'm going to have to, you know, start dating again. It is what it is. Like, I can't wait for this person forever. They obviously don't want what I want, and I'm going to move on. But it's interesting how guilt fell out, because I feel like that's this masculine right now. I don't feel like it's the feminine. I feel like the feminine's like, I know what I want. No one's going to, like, you know, no one's going to convince me to want something different. Like, it's either you come with me or I find somebody new, which I like. Let's see what's going to happen between these two. Let's see who's feeling guilty first. No, I'm 100% sure it's the masculine. Exactly. King of Wands. It's the masculine. They feel guilty because, look, they're sitting in a 5 of Cups with the Ace of Wands in reverse. They know that this feminine and them had something beautiful going, and I feel like they put a stop to it really quick because they weren't sure of what they wanted. They weren't sure if they wanted to put the work into this. They don't know if this is what they want. Okay, like, let's just say this feminine wants, like, this marriage. Like, it's like, I want to get married. I'm not fucking around. If this is what this feminine wants, it's like, why would I deny her of that? But at the same time, I don't think I want that. So what am I gonna do? I feel like they ran away. So, like, I don't think this is what I want. And now they're sitting there, like, guilty. Like, I don't know. Are these two going to heal the relationship? What's going to happen between this masculine and this feminine? So I feel like things definitely have already, like, ended in the sense where these two are not really speaking because, you know, somebody, again, wasn't all in. Somebody was like in and out, doesn't know what they want. So I feel like things kind of have ended. Like these two are not speaking. Is that it for this masculine and feminine? So you see, I feel like once the feminine detaches, I feel like that's when the masculine kind of opens up. So it's kind of like this idea of like, I think the feminine, I don't think this feminine did anything wrong. I think this feminine was just pretty blunt and pretty like clear about shit. And that made somebody freak out, this masculine. So now this masculine's in regret and feeling guilty. And things have ended between these two. But I see like now that like things have basically ended, that's when somebody starts to see the truth here with judgment. It's like now that the blockages are gone, there's something here that's like gone. So maybe it's pressure, maybe it's just like responsibility, like feeling responsible for this feminine, feeling like, you know, I have to, you know, be this type of person for them. Like it may be just the pressure, like since the pressure's gone. But that's the thing, I don't feel like this feminine pressured this person. Like I feel like this is be just somebody like having a conversation, be like, oh yeah, like yeah, we want to get married. Yeah, like oh yeah, like I want to have a kid. Yeah. Like they didn't do anything in terms of like saying to this person, let's marry me today. Like I want you to date me now. Like they didn't do any of that. They just maybe said what was on their mind, and it got this masculine to thinking, and they were like, oh shit, I don't know what to do here. But with judgment, it kind of tells me that this person is going to start seeing that, you know, this feminine is gone. Like this feminine, I think the feminine technically is holding on space, is holding a little bit of space for this masculine. I'm not gonna lie, like I do think that there's like a space that this feminine is holding, but it's not gonna be for long. And I think the masculine knows that. So the masculine's like in their head. Yeah, it's like feeling guilty about running away, feeling guilty about feeling trapped, basically. Because like they had the star, they had what they wanted. The star's out here twice, so somebody could have Aquarius in their chart. But it's like they had like everything, you know, handed to them, and then they kind of like didn't know what to do with it. So I feel like this person is just sitting there like in mental anguish. Now we have Gemini, Virgo energy with the Magician. So yeah, with the Magician, it's like you got what you wanted, and now like, yeah, Six of Cups in reverse, and now you're like throwing it away. You have to make a decision here. And I feel like they haven't made that decision yet, but with Page of Swords, they're like thinking about it. They're thinking about what to do. What's gonna be the outcome here? Like, I just want to know. Page of Swords. Page of Swords is just, again, someone spying. Someone keeping an eye on someone. I feel like both people are just keeping an eye on one another right now. Again, the feminine hasn't like stopped holding space for this masculine, but I feel like they're kind of moving on. And the masculine, I feel like, is also moving on, but they're like watching what the feminine is doing. So it's just interesting. It's like, yeah, I think these two will work out. Yeah, I think these two are going to work it out. Ace of Swords with the King of Swords, with the Ten of Coins, with the Devil, with the King of Wands. I think this has been coming up a lot in my reads, where it's somebody, this Knight of Wands energy with the Devil. Like this is energy that's been coming up a lot in my reads. And it's this energy of like, it's a type of lifestyle, right? Knight of Wands is like the player. It's somebody who wants to be free. It's kind of like Peter Pan, right? Like, I don't want to grow up. I want to be Peter Pan forever. And I love Peter Pan. It's like one of my favorite movies like of all time. I love Peter Pan so much. But when you're trying to date somebody and they're acting like Peter Pan, not really convenient, right? So it's like Wendy and Peter Pan type vibe here, where it's like, are you going to grow up? Like, do you want to do this? And somebody, you know, the devil is telling this person, you know, don't grow up. Like, remember Peter and Peter Pan? He was like, I ran away when I heard what my parents were saying about my future, like what type of job I was going to have and like what type of career I was going to have. And that's when I ran away. I think there's something about the future that scares this person, you know, like maybe this person just has always been free. This person has always had like their ability to do whatever they want. And I think that's the same idea as Peter Pan. It's like, you know, you always, when you're a kid, you don't have these like responsibilities, right? You don't have to pay bills. You get to do whatever you want, and you don't have to like choose a career, choose a wife, choose anything. Like, you're a kid. And I think that's that's probably how this person is feeling right now. Like, you know, do I want to give all that freedom up? And I definitely feel like communication is coming, though, and this person is going to start seeing things clearly with the King of Swords and communicating clearly about how they feel about this Ten of Coins, about how they feel about creating a legacy, creating, you know, having kids, getting married, you know what I mean? I don't think it's something they've ever imagined. Like, again, if this person like loves being single, loves being, you know, sorry, I'm trying to like see all the cards. it could go either way, but I do see like clarity's coming. So somebody is going to communicate about what they feel. And Three of Coins to me is a good omen of like, this could work out. There could be some sort of collaboration between these two in the future. But if I was a feminine, I would just keep going. I would just keep moving forward. I wouldn't wait around for anybody, obviously. I do feel like the feminine is holding space for this masculine to like make up their mind. And I do feel like this masculine will make up their mind, because I do think they think this feminine is worth it. But I do feel like that Peter Pan syndrome is here a little bit, where it's like, I don't want to lose my freedom. But I think this feminine is worth it. You know what I mean? Like, I think this dream is worth it. Again, maybe this is not this masculine's dream. Like, again, that's another thing. Like, what if the masculine's dream is to be single forever and be like a bachelor forever? And what if that dream does not coincide with the feminine's dream, obviously, right? So it really is putting things into perspective for this masculine. Like, what the fuck are they going to do? Like, what do they really want? You know what I mean? Do you want to be single forever? If that's the type of lifestyle that you want, then you have to leave. And I feel like that's kind of what they decided. And now they're like, wait a second. Why did I decide that? Is that really what I want? Because with the star, it kind of tells me that that's not what they want. The star to me is telling me that with the Magician, it's like, fuck, I already had what I wanted. I already had a glimpse of what I could have. And now I'm like a little bit confused. So once this person gains clarity, I think they will communicate. I do think like the feminine's holding space, like I said. I don't think that's necessarily bad, but I also don't think that anyone should wait around for anybody to like communicate, because you don't know what this person's going to communicate in reality. Like, they could be very clear on the fact that they want to remain in this Peter Pan devil energy, which is like, I never want to grow up. You know what I mean? Or this, I want to grow up, that's not the lifestyle that I ever dreamed of, planned of, just never wanted, I'm sorry. So it's like, you don't know what they're going to say. You really don't. But they are going to communicate the truth to you, which I think is important. So if I was a feminine, keep doing you. I think when this person left, it was a shock. And it made you kind of get into a 5 and a conflict and a challenge, because it was like, fuck, I never thought this person would leave. But you've already, I feel like, by you holding onto your guts and like saying, you know what, like, I'm not changing what I want, I'm not compromising, that makes this masculine respect you a lot more. You know what I mean? So there will be communication. Is it what you want to hear? I don't know. But you will get clarity on this soon, okay? So let's pull some advice, Virgo. Wow, so we have two feminines that came out, and one could be for the masculine here and one could be for the feminine. I kind of feel like Bridget is for the masculine here, the goddess of the eternal flame. I'm an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. I feel like there is... Okay, I'm going back to Peter Pan, sorry. You know in Peter Pan when like he meets Wendy and she kind of is like, but aren't you gonna come with me? Like, don't you wanna come with me? I think that there is like this spark that has been like ignited by the feminine in this masculine. I do feel that. But I feel like there's this fear of like losing themselves, right? Like, I think Peter Pan, it's like, I can't be Peter Pan if I choose to be with Wendy, because then I have to grow up. Like, I can't be Peter Pan, basically. And I think that's where the confusion lies. I think that's not true. Like, I feel like if you're with the right person, then you should be able to be yourself. And it's like, I think if you think about it, I think this idea of growing up could be like an illusion in a sense. Like, in reality, like, your soul does not age. Like, your body does, but your soul doesn't, right? So I feel like you can still be yourself with this person, without this person. Like, I think it's an illusion to think that, this is for the masculine, like, I think it's an illusion to think that, like, if you got married or if you had kids or whatever, or you got into a higher level of commitment or whatever, if you stopped like being a Knight of Wands and you got into something serious, I think it's an illusion to think that, like, you lose yourself, because I actually don't think that's what makes you yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's the way you see it, but I don't think that's true. I feel like what's been sparked within you is, like, really actually vital to you, who you are, and I don't think it should be ignored. So if I were the masculine, I'd be very careful at this time on making any decisions, because the dead end is here, which I feel like is a warning. So yeah. And for the feminine, you guys have Inanna, the queen of heaven and earth. I have nothing to hide, and I see it and accept all that I am. Exactly. Like, I don't have anything to hide. I'm not trying to, like, I'm not being, anything but who I am. I know what I want. I'm not hiding it. Like, feminine is, like, 100% on point here. So yeah, let's read the dead end before I keep talking. The dead end, the closed door, the final chapter. So, let's read what it says, and then I'll tell you what I think. Contrary to what its name implies, the dead end is very much alive. It's a force that stops us from moving forward as planned. It is thick, dense, and uncompromising. All wall beyond all walls, with every bramble, thorn, and stone, it simply states no more. You have reached the last page of this chapter. It is natural to resist its very resistance and struggle even harder to make our way, to prove our point, to hold on to what was. In this way, we fight with life itself. From a mythic perspective, the end you face is very much the beginning. There are doors opening all around you, just not the one you planned on walking through. If you are honest and courageous enough to accept it, adjust and adapt, the dead end becomes known as life's beginning. Exactly. I think this masculine kind of stuck in the dead end, because they want to hold on to what was. They want to hold on to, like, but the thing with this masculine that's confusing is, like, they think that what was and what is, like, what's happening right now it's part of their identity. You know what I mean? It's that's who I am. You know what I mean? But in reality, I think this person has so many other faces, and this person has so many other parts to them. This is, like, the only part of them that they've ever explored. You know what I mean? So, and it's scary, right? If your whole life you've always lived a certain way, to change your lifestyle, and that's been coming up a lot in these reads too, like lifestyle changes, and it's very hard. I don't think, again, this was part of their plan. I don't think that I do think they're just resisting this ending, because I think at the end of the day, there are endings that happen all the time. I think they just need to figure out that, like, their identity isn't tied into, like, being single or being a player or being a Knight of Wands. Like, they're so much more than that. And I love how the feminine is not letting themselves be dragged into this dead end, with this masculine. It's like, oh, it might be a dead end for you. It's like Peter Pan and Wendy, basically, right? Like, you might want to stay in Never Never Land. You might want to stay there, but I don't, because it was fun for a while, but it can't be forever. And I think that's something this feminine could tell this masculine as well. It's like, being with you, could be fun for a little bit, but, like, at the end of the day, there's, like, so much more that I want. Again, no one's wrong here, in a sense. No one's wrong, but like, let's not think about right and wrong. But I definitely think the dead end is trying to tell somebody here that a new beginning has to start. And it's like, are you ready for that new beginning? And I kind of feel like that's to this masculine. So yeah, that's what I'm getting, Virgo. Good luck. I love you. I hope this helps. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.